Hey everyone, I wanted to show you how to join your PsychPortal to make sure that you're correctly registered and all your materials get correctly recorded and scored for you at the PsychPortal. So I'm starting here in the modules, and I've created in each module a hyperlink that'll take you directly to the PsychPortal. And then underneath, I've listed all the assignments that are going to be due from the PsychPortal. These are assignments that you can complete entirely in the PsychPortal. You don't need to submit anything here in this classroom. I'll be transferring your grades from the PsychPortal into these assignments. So if it's indented under PsychPortal, it's done at the PsychPortal. Now if you click on this link that says PsychPortal, it'll first prompt you to open it in a new window, and then when you agree to that, then you'll see this page. Now, warning, this page isn't correctly working today, the day that I'm recording this. They're doing some system maintenance on January 3rd, so I'm only going to be able to walk you part of the way through. If you watch my other video, it shows you the whole PsychPortal and how it works. Now, for Lake Washington, I requested the textbook come bundled with an activation code. So you should have an Exploring Psychology textbook that looks like this cover with this author, David G. Myers, and the title needs to be Exploring Psychology. There are other David G. Meyer books out there. I know another instructor is using Psychology in Everyday Life, I think it's called. That's not the same book. We want Exploring Psychology by David G. Myers, 9th edition. So it should look like this book. So you should have bought that from the bookstore, and it should have come bundled with an activation code. If you decided to buy your book someplace else and you got it without an activation code, it's okay. You can still purchase activation for the PsychPortal. It just comes a little bit less expensively if you buy the bundle. If you're willing to work entirely from an ebook, you don't need your hard copy of your textbook at all. Your purchasing of access to the PsychPortal will give you access to the ebook also. So if you're happy with an ebook and you haven't opened your hard copy of your textbook, you can return that to the bookstore in the first week of class for a full refund and just go ahead and use the PsychPortal's ebook. So it's up to you. There are a lot of different options. If you're purchasing the PsychPortal, it's going to cost $60 by itself, coming with the ebook. If you bought a separate textbook thinking you were going to get a good deal, a lot of times it turns out that you've spent more than you could have if you just bought my bundle, which I think was being sold for like $90 or something. Anyway, so you can, we'll start with register and activation code, since that's what most of you should be doing, assuming you all got the right book from the bookstore and so on. Okay, so there should be in your bundle, your text should have come shrink wrapped, and there should have been a card inside of it that contains an activation code. That number is going to go into this box right here, and then you're going to go ahead and put in your information that's going to identify you in the PsychPortal. Please use the same name that you use in the classroom so that it's easy for me to recognize who is who between the PsychPortal and the actual Canvas classroom. You'll create a password and so on. So all of that you have control over. What I wanted to make sure that you know is how to join your specific class, which is by clicking on this select a state or province, and then you scroll down to Washington. Click on that, and then you're going to select an institution, and you're going to pick Lake Washington Institute of Technology. And then you're going to select your course/instructor, and the only one that should open is, it should say General Psychology LWIT C. Virgiline, and you'll click on that and join the class. I can't click on it because they're doing maintenance on the web page today, and it'll just freeze my screen, so I'm not going to click on it. So Washington, Lake Washington Institute of Technology, General Psychology LWIT C. Virgiline. Those are the key things. So that's how you activate your code. You put your activation code in here, fill in your information, join my class. Okay, now if you haven't bought your book yet, or if your book came without an activation code, you can purchase access to the PsychPortal. The PsychPortal membership gives you access to all the contents that are in the PsychPortal, and you can't share it with a classmate or something like that. Everybody has to have their own individual access to the PsychPortal. So if you're going to purchase access, the first thing you do is select your class. So same exact process. You're going to select Washington as your state. You're going to select Lake Washington Institute of Technology as your school. And then you're going to select General Psychology, LWIT, C. Virgilian as your class. So you'll go through this process, and then when you hit next, it'll give you the opportunity to actually buy your access to the portal. My other video that I've posted pertaining to the PsychPortal has I did it before they shut down the website, and so I can in that video I show you your assignments and how to find them and things like that. This video's intent is just to make sure that you know which class to join, so that you don't end up with your grades going to an incorrect classroom where they'll get lost. So make sure that you're joining the correct classroom. All right, if you have any questions, make sure that you send them to me in my inbox in the Canvas classroom.